as soon as the child is ready, you know, you're an adult, you can take care of yourself. There is always an emergency to it.
Patience the most.
It's during that developmental stage.
You know, and lo and behold,
and you need somebody. You need
lo
somebody.
and behold, you have an overactive child.
Oh, exactly. All that thing too. ADD, ADHD, all these things.
You know,
sometimes Down syndrome.
Down
a
syndrome,
lot of different things. You know,
it takes a lot. It takes a lot. So you know, there's nothing wrong with
autism.
And these children need constant attention. So you as an independent woman, if you end up in a situation like that,
people, you know,
you're gonna see your whole ball game change in no time.
You have to pay helper. You have to
pay.
Yeah, because I mean, if you want to do it on your own, where your brother, where your sister, where your family, your cousins, your
then you're gonna call the guy. I know we had that arrangement.
Okay.
But
stuff like that. I hope she's ready to put whoever she is through how many tests. You have to do a medical first.
Well, there you go.
Full medical.
And I would assume that would be she'll be fitting. But to say that you want to do it, but you have rules. And I mean, chances are, and here's the thing: chances are, if you waited till 40, maybe you waited, but have you ever even stopped to think that maybe there's a reason why you haven't had any children yet? It doesn't always come at you that way. You take what you get.
Single by choice.
By choice.
You said hate, huh?
But guess right now, the men are the ones that are holding you back from accomplishing your goal.
That's the standstill there. That'll make you hate them more because all of them telling you no.
No, all of them telling you no, asking you if you're crazy.
That's not the way.
You know, so I suggest that one of two things. She needs to come off of that cloud that she's on.
Right, come off the cloud.
Come down to reality.
Start socializing. Since you're an independent woman, that certain level in your zone. Right. Who are as independent.
That could be fine.
Yes.
But when it comes to children, I'm not gonna do that. I believe that children do need both mother and father available around. To play a major part in their development. Again, like we said earlier, there's some things that a mother can teach a children, but it's better left for the father
to do. Yes. Yeah. And as far as discipline is concerned, we must have a balance in the house. When mommy would say yes, daddy would say no. Yeah. Or vice versa.
Is that even a good thing though?
Pardon?
Is that a good thing? I mean, because what you're teaching the children to do is because I know for a fact that it used to be that way with me. I changed that. If you ask mommy say no.
Parents agree no is no.
Right.
When it's time to agree no is no. But you know, you still need the balance at home where just a little. But you know, when it comes to the rule is no.
Right.
Right.
Don't want to, obviously it wasn't one that and I'm not attacked. I don't want to sound like I'm attacking, but
it seems she didn't grow up with a father.
She didn't grow up with a father in the house.
Because if she did, it would be part of the choice.
And some people could block themselves, on that note, where because they didn't have a father, I did fine, and we always like to say, well, I did, it didn't affect me. Look, I turned out good, But what would affect you might not necessarily affect someone else, or it might affect someone else. And sometimes what we can bear with in the morning, we can't bear with it in the afternoon.
That's right.
So we have to always be mindful. I believe that you are at an age now where you see your girlfriends, the people you grew up with, people you go to school with.
And those
you guys share some interest, and money can buy you everything.
You have a point, yeah.
I'm getting that impression right there. Money can buy you everything.
But what I'm saying is at least she ask the men, because there are women, trapsters, trappers.
Well, see, I mean, there's different ways of going about it. And
you never know.
Yeah.
So many movies you've seen about that. Never knew, because she planned it all out. She did what she did. Even if what they do, they normally take the sperm in the condom and use these things and artificially say they do the thing by themselves, or try and stick them on some way.
Yeah.
And he would never ever know until adulthood. Probably story jump out some of the time.
Can you imagine though? All right, can you imagine though? You had relations with a young lady. You thought you did the right things and you protect yourself.
Yeah. It was just a stand or whatever.
And she used her movie antics. Right. And she impregnates herself. And 20 years down the road, you're sitting somewhere, and this person comes, knocks on the door, and says,
"You are my father.
You're my father.
Here's my birth certificate."
I don't know what I do. I oh boy.
Well, women, stop doing that. Don't do that. That's not good. Don't trap people like that. That's not good.
I personally, I don't know. What would I do?
That's a good question to put to a man.
You know, all these years, you probably sit to yourself, well, but you were lucky that you didn't have to do all the child rearing and the feeding and everything else. But at the same time, now you're telling me that I have to readjust my entire life.
From me for so long. And according to what you went through in those 20 years,
right.
what you accomplished, what you
go through to just get her pregnant and leave it alone. To come back later and say, look, you know, I want to know. You know, I want to know.
As soon as the child is born, you open a trust fund. 18. When a child turns 18, I don't know. People sorry, my dear. The only advice I could give you is to like Asylum suggested. Come back to reality.
Come back to reality. Come back.
There is a movie.
A point I want to point out is that with her mindset, if she does get pregnant, she's going to cause the child to be sick. And see, she pregnant, look trouble. She will give LOL. 40 years at this time to start enjoying yourself. Now you want to look for children or child. And that's true. I mean, at 40, and then you can start to really focus on you. And
they helping you, right? They give you a little something. They can check you. Things like that. Yeah, but when you and it's toddlers, babies, you have to be running after.
What's in your mind as a woman you feel is a safe age? And take all things into consideration. You know, the whole aspect of raising a child, not just carrying a child, because I mean you can be 40 and still physically able to
healthy and everything comes out perfect.
Right? But being able to to maintain the child,
probably still go to work
and all of that.
Energetic
At 40, how
to me, the youngest, I would say about 25, 26, around there, because you're at your peak.
Right.
Lots of energy, you're working, you have your job, you have this and that. You know, while you're working, you're younger. While you're working, you can start putting your goals together, put your stuff together with your children in mind. You know, you have your partner, you work with your partner, the two of you young. Yeah. The child is 5 or 6, boom, you have your house already, you buy your land, you do something. You know, you make goals with somebody.
Right.
And that's how people end up, you know, with their 30, 40, 50 years anniversary down. How you think you have a 40th or 50th wedding anniversary or whatever anniversary it is? It's because you come together young and you build together throughout your life. Right. So, to me, the youngest would be probably, 25, 28.
How far would you stretch it?
At least 35. 35, 36. So between that 10-year stretch. Between 25.
10 years, 10 babies?
Well, they have some women that... Yeah, just between that that 10 years there, between 26 and 36, you should have already...
Which, if you use that 10-year window, it gives you a good... I mean, my sibs are 5 years... We're 5 years apart.
Oh,
right.
Well, I have my children 2 years.
2 years apart, and to me that if 10 years, if you end up with 2 or 3, then the more the better, the less the better. But
you keep it within,
because you'll be more able to sustain them.
Right.
Right. I believe that's a good window. I believe that definitely is a good window. Some people would have a child a year, every year. So it all depends on your finances, how well you can, because finances is a big part of taking care of a child. All right, I know the emotion and the physical and the spiritual upbringing is something that is always going to be there. Right. But she says she's independent, financially independent. Does that mean that 5 years, 10 years from now, when that child is 10 years old, that you're still gonna be financially independent?
Yeah, all that too.
Have you thought of all that? I always believe that in order for a household to function properly, 2 incomes, no matter how much you make, it helps. It goes a long way. 2 income viewing on online.
Well, I guess the writer, she just sees the beauty, the end product of because she did say she's jealous.
But that's what I'm saying. I do think that this is just her way of dealing with her jealousy of her friends and the people that she see with the babies. That's what it is.
Because you know when
She hasn't thought this out properly.
when you see a woman has baby fever, Asylum, everything gone up, you know. Everything gone up
Amplified.
because you know you seen the babies, everybody's baby is so cute. The little shoes, the little clothes, the little this, the little diapers. Oh
Right.
boy, things nice,
But
pretty little colors,
Maybe
pretty things.
stop and ask these people the struggles they go
What?
through.
How many hours do you get to? How many hours of sleep? Because you know, from birth, not even from pregnancy, because you have to deal with so many things with a woman.
Yep.
Cravings, clinic,
Sickness, morning
appointments,
sickness,
so up and
up
down
and
work,
down.
all these things.
ultrasound.